bad credit, I had it. It felt millions from having good lies. All you need to know that you can use ChatGPT and FCRA and consumer law to dispute any negatives on your credit report, regardless if you owe anything or not. That's the thing. They don't want you guys to know that you have a way out. Just because you owe something or you messed up, it doesn't mean that you have to suffer for it for a lifetime. Things on your consumer report, which they call credit report, is not final. You can literally use a $20 subscription, ChatGPT subscription. I'm not sponsored by them, but that's what I utilize. And the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. These consumer laws that these credit companies or the companies you got a credit card from, a check from, a loan from, whatever the case may be, they have to go by these laws. And even if you owe something, right, it doesn't matter because they had to satisfy the law according to the law, no matter if you owe it or not. So that means that everything has to be accurate. It can't be 90%. If it's mismatched numbers or mismatched dates, that had to be accurate. Or if not, they had to take it off your credit report. So you have a way out. You can get things off your credit easily. Then not just getting things off your credit, you want to add things on your credit to make you look good. You want to make yourself look good on paper. This is what I talk about. I didn't ever preach this shit. Excuse my language. Because it's so important that you don't understand that good credit, having good personal credit, you can utilize that to get business funding. That's where the real money is. They give you money to do business. You literally borrow money from the bank to do business, and you get all the perks, all the write-offs, all the tax credits. You get perks from literally running your own self. That's how it's supposed to be. But we've been, brainwashed thinking that, we're supposed to work and supposed to be, be a slave, and you don't have to because they're never going to even appreciate you. I mean, some jobs is cool. I mean, but at the same time, it's still a job. You're still working with somebody. And in America, you have to sell something. They know. I mean, when you work for a company, they selling services. You just work for somebody that's selling something on your behalf. Well, you just helping them sell stuff. It's not even on your behalf. I was gonna say that, but that'd be a lie. So you need to sell something. It's nothing better than working for yourself and selling stuff for yourself. And you can sell anything. You can sell, you can monetize anything like knowledge. Like, if you know how to use ChatGPT or you know how to, get approved for certain, banks, you can monetize that, make a YouTube channel, and sell it, especially if you really know what you're talking about. So I teach people about credit because I know most people don't know. They don't know that if you broke, right, and you got good credit, you can leverage your good credit to get money, and you can use that money to buy a business or start a business and let the business, when they make money, pay back the loan. Why would you not want to do that? Then you get all type of perks from it. To get an LLC and start operating, it doesn't even cost that much, and it's not even hard to do none of this stuff, literally. So if you got bad credit in this day and age and you ran across my video, shame on you because all you got to do is hit me up. And this is not no cap. This is guaranteed going to work. Well, I can't even say that because I don't want to get sued. This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. This is just, entertainment purposes. It's information. I had to say that. I got to give my disclaimer because they could sue me, even though I'm trying to help people and I'm telling you the truth. I'm not selling you anything. I'm literally telling you that you can use ChatGPT AI to dispute anything negative, anything bad on your credit report. Yeah, literally like find loopholes for you if you know how to ask the right questions. Yeah, literally find a way to get the stuff off your credit report legally. None of the stuff I'm saying is illegal. All this stuff is straight legal. You can get stuff off your credit report, stuff that you owe, you can get it off. And you can get paid for it, you can get a bag for it. For each thing through the settlement process, because once you dispute, you don't have to take a little arbitration. This is the loophole, and this is the sauce, and this is like truthful. You can literally look this up. This is what it is. I just spent thousands of dollars, trying to, get people to get stuff on my credit report. And a lot of them, they be scams because if you're not, suing them at the same time while you're disputing, because you dispute, right, through the credit, so-called credit bureaus, then they got 30 days to respond, depending on, what law that you stated when you disputed. Say, for instance, 30 days go by and they just say everything verified. That was bogus. You got millions of people. One company probably had like 20,000 employees. They can't service all of us. So it's just pretty much a computer that's saying verified. That's the trick. Especially if you write in your dispute, you want a human to go over there. It's not enough around. You know what I mean? So you could beat these people. You could dispute all these inaccurate stuff on your credit report, and you could get paid for it if you learn the process. It's real. It's true. I mean, I don't understand why having bad credit when you can dispute it, you can get it off and get paid for it. By you being a consumer, you really don't have to pay anything but a filing fee. And if your living situation is messed up, you can qualify to get that waived. I'm giving you ultimate sauce, nigga. Real sauce. Get all the stuff off your credit report. Then you can literally pay to make yourself look good on credit, on paper. So, so you go borrow money from the bank, you look lendable. You can go buy trade lines. You can go buy primary accounts. You can go get an Abe's Court. That's a business that's been sitting up for a long time, but it had good standing. When it was operating, the business part had been operating for 10 years, and it got good standings. It got good history tied to it. You could buy those, so you already cooking with grease, literally. You can make yourself look good on paper, get all the stuff off your credit report, go to the bank and line the banks up. You can go to 9 banks. Each bank pull from different credit bureaus. Go to 3 to pull from TransUnion, 3 to pull from Experian, and 3 that pull from Equifax. Line them up. When you go to these 3, they're not going to see you got money for the other 3. This bank probably gave you 25,000. This bank probably gave you 15. Line them up. It's easy to get the money. You could get a $500,000, $250,000 easily. What you going to do when you get it? 0% interest, $100,000, $250,000 credit cards. That's $1,000 a month. 12,000 to the side, you have $88,000 left that you could deploy into some type of business or some type of operation that bring you some type of revenue. You can go online and buy cash flowing businesses. That you can look at the financials. You can pay somebody like a freelancer or Fiverr or something to look at the financials that you bought with your business, credit card, your business funding. You went to 9 different banks. You got business money, business funding. You can go buy a business, an absentee business when you're not even, it's just running on its own. It's, all you got to do is make yourself look good on paper. Everything's about credit. You want to get everything off your credit. If your credit's bad, it's going to be hard to operate. You could, but it's going to be hard. Get your credit looking good. You can borrow money at low interest. They want to give you money, especially when you look good on paper like you don't need it. They want to give it to the people that don't need it. It's backers. But at the same time, it's a game, and you need to learn how to play accordingly if you want to win. How you want your life to be different, you want situations to be different, but you don't understand the rules of the game. This is a game. I didn't make this game. I'm just playing the rules accordingly so I can win. My family will win by default, because I do everything for my family. Some people want to do stuff for their family. Some people just don't want to just be nothing, don't have nothing. They just don't know what to do. Look no further. Get your credit clean. Get your credit clean. Make yourself look good on paper so you can be lendable. Then after you do that, get the money, buy a business, start a business, and let the money from the business pay back the loan off. That's the game. You could pay somebody to teach you something. Just like people, you pay me if you want to learn credit. You want to get the stuff off your credit, you don't care, you just want the service, we do that too. But if you want to learn the sauce I'm talking, we do that too. It's up to you. I wish I would have found myself years ago, because nobody talking like this. There's nobody saying it. They're saying loopholes, you got to read between the lines. I'm telling you, nigga, straight English. I know how to get anything negative off your credit report using consumer law, and it's all legal. Once you dispute and they don't do what they're supposed to do according to the law, you hit them with arbitration. They have to pay to fight you. And you in the right, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay anything. Those is not frivolous. It's not going to be frivolous because it's the law. You're going to be able to show the law. ChatGPT going to pull it out and show everything. This is not like you're using it for an essay or a test at school. You could go pro per, which is your own, do your own legal footwork. It don't cost you anything. Just a filing fee, and you can sue these companies and get what you want. This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. This is just sauce, and I'm cooking straight up. I don't understand. Tap in. If you really want to get the stuff off your credit and you tired of being scammed and you think shit is a scam, tap in. Test me out. because this is not no scam. I'm nobody that, if I was scamming, you would know. I'm not nobody that I could hide. Who am I? Nah, but I'm really cooking. I'm really telling you the truth. You're not gonna find nobody saying I'm scamming or anything. This is real sauce, and it's retarded that if you really understand what I'm saying and you really have a messed up situation, your credit's bad, and I'm telling you, I'm showing you that you can get this stuff off using, consumer law. And when you get it off, you can settle for payments for stuff that you owe. You owe this stuff low key, but it don't matter because it's not applied accordingly. They don't care because they know that they get more money out of people having bad credit. This stuff on your credit, it's not even yours. It's probably a mixed file. It's probably your sisters or your dads or some stuff like that. If y'all got the same name or something, that's still a violation. You can sue for that. You can get paid for that. You know, what if you had a credit card, right, that you was making payments on? You probably made payments on it for 2 years straight before you stop. You know what I mean? But it's not going to really break that down. That's misleading. You could sue for that because everything has to be accurate, but the numbers is not adding up. On all so-called credit bureaus, you go to Experian, they say you owe a rack. You go to Equifax, it say 900. TransUnion might say 800. It's all different. It's not accurate. Everything had to be maximum accuracy. This is one of the codes called 1681 EB. Maximum accuracy when everything has to be accurate. They have to have everything accurate if they want to, show off negative stuff on your credit report because it hurts you in a way that people ain't want to do business with you. You know how some people have bad business with some people? It don't be like that for everybody. Some people probably had good business with them, even though they probably had a bad experience with them. But it don't even give you the opportunity to already paint you as just not being uh, um, a reliable type of person. When things happen and life be life, and they probably got you anyway because they probably had you a high interest rate. You need to know all that stuff. People get loans, people try to get cars. You get a loan to get a car, then they want you to put a down payment. That's illegal. You can rescind the whole contract. That's illegal. You already approved for what you're getting approved for. So why are you putting down extra? They already got the money. All this stuff is illegal, but we are ignorant and they just eat off of it, off our ignorance. That don't mean that you're done. It just means you don't know something you're supposed to know. According to the government, not me, they saying that ignorance of the law is no excuse, meaning that if you don't know their law, they don't care. They still gonna book you like you do know, even though they know you don't understand. This is your way of getting back. This is your way of fighting back. Getting negative stuff off your credit report, then making yourself look good on paper. So you can go to the banks and borrow money at a low interest rate, then use that money to buy business, start a business, and don't have to be worried about no job, about no bills being paid. You know it's taken care of because your business is probably making six figure. What if you got like 5 or 6 businesses and they all 6 figure businesses or 7 figures? A couple seven, a couple 6 figures. It's all type of ways to get this money legally. But a lot of it start with credit. The foundation is credit. That's why I talk about credit. Because I know that it's the bridge for being broke to from rich. You could be broke, but credit rich. And you can utilize your credit to make something happen. Your personal credit, you can use that as a personal guarantor. You guarantee the bank that you're gonna be reliable because they already trust you. They see that you've been paying whatever you've been paying on your personal side on time. You look good on paper. Then when you get business funding, because you got your business, you got an LLC, everything's situated, business account, business checking account, you got everything going. You locked in there. You apply for business funding. You probably got transactions going to your business account. Even if you're not even operating, it's a way to make yourself get transactions to your business checking account as if you're getting paid from somebody. You can use payroll providers like ADP. I'm not sponsored by none of this stuff. I'm just giving you game. You can use your credit card to pay yourself through ADP. It just take a little bit out. It's going to charge you a little fee for doing it. But you paying yourself, you're not really losing nothing. That money's going to your business checking account as if you're being paid by somebody. You just keep doing that every 2 weeks to build a paper trail. Leave money in your account. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just letting you know this is what you could do because it works. Then go apply for a loan. Do that for like 90 days, 6 weeks, something like that, and go apply for a loan. It's probably a bank you already been banking with. You just end up getting a business checking account with. You already got a good reputation, a good history with them. Talk to the business manager. the bank manager, the branch manager. You know, man, you could get this money, man. It don't even matter. And look at me, you could get this money. You could get this money and then you could deploy it and you could don't have to worry about no bills or nothing. So that's what I talk about. I talk about credit. I talk about make yourself look good on paper. I talk about buying businesses and and just keep going, buying property, buying, assets, you know, establish generational wealth. You could do it. You could do it right here on your phone. I mean, straight on your phone. On your phone. Literally. You could get rich off your phone, off your laptop, your tablet. All you gotta do is know the route. And I know it's multiple routes. I know, a few of them that works. Making yourself look good on paper, go and buying trade lines, you know what I mean, to make yourself look good on paper, getting all the negatives off your account, then go apply for, business funding, then go buy business that I know that's, this laundromat, this car wash, this storage center, this, you know what I mean, this stuff that is not sexy, but people use that making, they generating thousands of dollars a month already because who don't need to wash their clothes or store their stuff or wash their car. Yeah. So Righteous Consulting, y'all tap in. You ought to know this information. Get at me. Righteous Consulting 333.com. Tap in. All right, boom.